So students, here comes the strengthening argument question. I find that students normally answer this question a little easily. Well, in the introduction video, we have said that the idea that is presented in one of the choices or the options, if it supports the idea in the argument or the conclusion, then it can strengthen. So let's look at this same idea based on the same argument that we have been using. Here comes the question step. Which of the following can strengthen the author's argument? Now that we know the argument, let's look at each of the choices, apply them, and see whether it supports or not. Choice A says 1% deviation proves to be very high with the number of coin flips done by the researchers. It proves to be very high. It can't be 1%. Well, it is found to be 1%. It can't be that. It proves to be very high, which means that more or less this appears to invalidate the given argument. It doesn't support the idea. Maybe it weakens. I can't take this to be the possible answer. Moving to choice B. All global currencies were picked from countries spanning all continents. Means in order to avoid bias, they have not only collected coins of various shapes and sizes, they have also taken the coins from across various continents. Now, this appears to support the idea of trying to avoid that design bias, to prevent that design bias. Since they have collected from various continents, it appears to support the thought of preventing that bias. Maybe a strengthening argument. We'll put a question mark here, move on to the next two before we arrive at the answer. Choice C. Different sizes and shapes of certain currencies show no impact. Well, why did they go for 48 global currencies? In order to avoid that bias. It shows no impact, means it's of no use. Again, this appears to invalidate the given argument. Hence, this can weaken the argument, but it cannot support or strengthen. Hence, we can't take choice C. Let's look at choice D. Coins have 50% chances each side whenever flipped. Well, the argument talks about a 1% deviation. This talks about whenever flipped, there are 50% chances. Means the deviation is not accepted at all. Even this appears to weaken in a way to say. So the only choice that appears to strengthen is choice B. Hence, choice B is the answer. A question, when asked either to strengthen or weaken the argument, but has choices that go with both strengthen and weaken kind of thing, it is a good question to practice as many times as possible. So, based on this thought, students, in the next video, we are going to look at the weakening argument as well. Keep watching. We'll catch up in the next video. Thank you.